Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. And today I have my co-host, Barbara, here. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Hi. And our guest today is the show psychic, Dayle Schear. Are you there, Dayle?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Hi,
I am.
Dayle. Aloha.
Aloha,
Dayle.
Aloha, Johnny. I can't wait till
Now,
we meet you
before the
both
show,
in person.
Before the show, you mentioned some good news.
Well, I hope it's good news. But I'll tell you in a moment. Johnny, why don't you give out the phone number so people can call in, please?
Of course. Now, the number to call in is 516-531-9874. Okay? And do you want me to give out your number too, Dayle?
But why don't you tell them what it's for? It's for
this is the
if you would like to have your complimentary psychic reading by a wonderful medium psychic, please start dialing right now. And you will have your little session with Dayle Schear. And in the meantime, Dale's going to tell us her good news.
Well, I don't know if it's good news. I've been doing some research, and I had friends from doing some research on the coronavirus, and they feel that they're getting close by September to some sort of vaccination or to be able to subside this virus. That's what I've heard from 2 or 3 authenticated people. That is the only way this thing's going to go away. I mean,
I will tell you. Sorry, go on.
Wait, we can't sit in the house for a whole year and hope it just goes away. If you pull up on YouTube, if you pull up on Roku, YouTube, and look at 1981, a 1918 epidemic, it lasted 3 years. And it was 20 times worse than this, but however, a lot of people died. So, I mean, this is a thing we're at right now. I mean, it's not a pleasant situation. Just when we think we get it under somewhat of control, it bursts out again. I know in Nevada, the Las Vegas had to open their casinos, and of course they spiked, but not that bad, but they spiked. In Lake Tahoe, Minden, Gardnerville, Carson area, it's low, and I'm talking about maybe 133, people, or maybe 60 deaths or 70 deaths, something like that. But I mean, it's low, but you still have to be cautious on everything you do. Where my excitement came, Barb, today, I go to the dollar store to get this, it's called virus spray, or, by Chase, and they've been out of it for 3 months. And I walked in today, and I go, whoa, they have some in stock. I said, how many of these can I buy? And they go, you can buy them all. So I bought 8.
Really? So wow, that's a change.
Really, if you look online to try to buy this virus thing that you spray on yourself every time you go out and come back in, it's like $15 to $45, and at the dollar store, it's $1. So I was excited about that one.
I'm going to have to go.
What I was going to say is that I think it's in a week or so, I don't know the exact date, we're going to be having a rheumatologist on, because I was talking to him about the coronavirus, and he says that it's kind of what you said, that the pace we're going at is very, very fast to fix it, and it's at an unprecedented speed. So he gave me a time frame. He said, I talked to him on the phone, like, what do you think is going to happen in a year? What do you think is going to happen in 2 years? And it'll be great to get some optimism, in on the coronavirus. That's why I had him on. Because people are kind of sticking to. He's a doctor. This guy is he's a doctor that we're going to have on. He's a rheumatologist. And
what is a rheumatologist? I remember. I'm not
Well,
sure
it has
what that
something
is.
to do. He studies autoimmune diseases. Is who he studies. He's an internist as well. He's an internist and he has a PhD in rheumatology. And,
okay. The way I see it psychically, I'll be honest with you, the only way we're going to get rid of this thing is if we get some sort of, vaccination or
well, that's what he says is
will...
going to happen. That's what he says is going to happen by the month that you said. He sort of predicts
really?
that.
What month? Can we repeat it, please, for everybody?
What
month did you
say? That
I said September.
I think he said.
Okay.
Well, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that he said. I asked him. I said, well, I had to cancel a trip to Los Angeles on my birthday last year, and he goes, you think I'll be able to go? Like maybe, in spring. He goes, oh yes, you will. Yes, there's going to be. He says that probably what will happen is people will be able to live more of a regular life, but they'll probably still be wearing masks, but they'll be more like, you can go places. And there's also, so we need to finally talk to this guy. He's very, very educated. He's going to be here on the 15th. And so it'd be interesting to see some optimism a little bit for once. Yeah,
we do need optimism because people are starting to get real depressed. And then what's happening, I know, in Nevada, is you let people out of the cage, they go berserk. Literally go berserk. It's like, party after party after party. They don't care. And then they come down sick and they wonder why,
Especially the younger, the younger people who are in the mood to party all the time. They're the ones that are having the big, huge parties on the beach and in the Airbnb party houses. They had to close those down. Mm-hmm. And, it spreads like wildfire. Flowers.
Yes,
wildfire.
I'm sorry. Do we have any talking?
We do have a caller.
Okay.
This is area code 631. Now, everybody, before I put this person on, I should say that the more specific the question, the better Dayle will be able to help out. Right, Dayle?
Yes. Please be specific. Don't be all over the place. Just the more specific
you
are,
this is area code 631.
Okay. Great.
Yes,
okay,
hi.
Caller. Hi.
Yes,
what's your
hi.
name? You're on with Dayle.
Hi, Dayle. This is Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Where are you calling from, honey?
Long Island.
Hey, how's it? Okay. And how's it going up there now on the virus?
Better.
Better? It's going better?
Yeah.
Because in New York, they have one of the best governors. I wish he ran for president. This guy just has it under control to a point where, at least he's getting it down, and I have a lot of respect for him.
Yes.
Como is just unbelievable. I really think he can run for president, and I hope he does someday, if he can handle this well.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, how can I help you, darling?
Well, I'm looking for my significant other. I'd like a partner, and I'd like to know when you see it.
Very interesting. 6 months is what I'm getting. I'm getting an R in the person's name, someone who loves to travel, who loves to play golf, who likes to go around the world. The meeting is through a friend or family or somebody, but it's a meeting, and I don't know if there'll be a marriage, but I do know that there will be a relationship, and a wonderful one at that, one you will be very surprised at, because it's been a while since you have been really happy, and it's like you want to be happy, and you will be.
Yes. Now, will I meet him before this 6 months, be in a relationship in 6 months, or I'm not going to meet him for 6 months?
That's a good question. I don't know. All I know is you asked me when, and that's when. So I don't know if you meet him before. Obviously, you have to meet him before to be in a 6 month relationship. So
yeah.
But psychics are not good on time. So it could be a few months off, or it could be a few weeks off, or it could be a day off. The way I put it, it's 1 day to 6 months. You know.
Okay.
And
I was supposed to go like on a blind date tomorrow, but he didn't answer me back tonight. I don't know.
You got it right. I don't know. Leave it at that.
Oh.
All right? I mean, you know, it's just like, who introduced you to this person for the blind date?
I'm sorry? I don't really know anybody friends don't really know anyone. So I have to go on the stupid online, but I'm not having any luck with that. I'm meeting excuse me, but losers who they're not looking for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you don't tell them you're looking for marriage. Yeah, there's a lot of online places you can go. So join two.
No, I'm not saying I'm looking for marriage, but I just meet people who just don't have time to date.
Well, it's a little hard to date with this coronavirus going on, you know?
Well, I mean, even before the coronavirus, they didn't even want to date.
Well, they will. Just have more, get off that negative kick. It'll happen. You know, it will happen. So don't worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you're doing all the right things, okay?
All right.
I mean, I have a lot of faith in you. What type of work do you do?
I'm a bus monitor right now. I didn't know if I was going to stay in it or get a job close to home, or I didn't know.
What kind of monitor?
Bus. I just started the job.
Yeah, what is that, bus monitor?
They watch children on the bus.
Oh. But where are the kids going with the virus? Are they going anywhere?
Summer school.
Are they really going to summer school up there?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. You're way advanced.
We wear masks and everything on the bus and disinfect and, you know.
Yeah, but they're just now starting in Nevada to open up the schools to go, for the kids to go in September or October. We have a...
Well, this is just this is like for special ed students. It's not for everyone.
Oh, I see. You would do very well at this job. Don't worry about it. And you have a heart of gold and you love helping people. So it's good. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi. I remember her from last week.
I don't, but we have a lot of New Yorkers again. I love it.
Oh, good.
Huh?
Hi, New Yorker. Do we have another New Yorker?
I don't know if we have another, but
okay. Well, you screen the calls. Do you know what area code New York is? There's probably several.
I don't know. I mean, I know that there is
one
for
212.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. We help anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter. Do you have somebody else, Johnny?
What?
Can you give out, You're not with us today. Give out your phone number.
Okay.
The number is 516 531 9874.
Okay, good.
To call now to line up to talk to Dayle Schear. Have your question ready. She's here. She's a world-renowned psychic medium. Can you even do today? It doesn't matter if they have a question about somebody who's passed, maybe a spirit that's visiting them, or a question about on the earth now. Right, Dayle?
No.
Because you're a medium, too.
Well, yeah, but I don't call myself a medium. I just claim to be a psychic, and then I cross over from the other side if I have to, to this side. I mean, I do both. I do the future. My expertise is the future. If the other side comes through, then that's fine, well and dandy. But, I've done shows crossing over. So it's kind of unique, different, that type of thing. But again, last week we were bombarded, so I don't know what's going on this week. Anyway, Johnny, do you have somebody or?
We do. This is 201.
Hi, caller.
201 is New Jersey.
I'm close. Yes,
wow.
I am.
Hey,
Awesome.
Jersey.
Welcome to the show, New Jersey.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, ladies.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. What part of Jersey are you from?
I'm by East Rutherford, by Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium.
Where?
Where, where like the football stadium where the Giants play? Or like the new American Dream Mall is?
No, it's a caucus?
Not too far from Secaucus, like 10 minutes from Secaucus, East Rutherford.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, sort of know that. But I haven't been back so long, and because of this virus, it's going to be a while.
I know. Definitely put a damper on a lot of traveling.
I know. I have like hundreds or thousands of relatives back there, which I don't even know that I want to see, that I can only meet on Facebook. And are you in a small town?
It's pretty quaint. Not really. I would say it's not that big.
That's cool.
I know you like that.
I miss the accent so much. I mean, I used to talk like you. I used to say I walk.
It's so funny that I don't even hear an accent until someone else from somewhere else tells me. And I'm like, you can hear an accent? That's crazy. Like, to me, I think I sound the same.
No, Jersey girl, you have an accent. You do.
Wow,
because let me give you an idea. I used to say walk and I talk and I come from, New York or Jersey, something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's now when I went to school out in L.A., I had to say I walk and I talk, and they would if I said I wanted water, like they would say back then. Yeah, they would say to me, "No, you want water." I go, "What is that?" It was just like a whole different thing. So, how can I help you?
Well, I was just listening to you guys. You guys talk. What I was going to say kind of correlates to something else that you were just talking about. You're crossing over. So I am a very in-tuned person. I kind of grew up like this, and I know I have a gift with that. And my dad and I always talked about it since we were younger, because he also has a gift. So I know I kind of am more open to things that some people are not open to. So my boyfriend now.
Be specific.
What
do you want?
Oh, I am.
What do you?
I was just going to try to give you like a backstory. So my boyfriend and I have been together for almost 2 years, and I want to say it started almost a year ago. While, like, if I was just laying there with my eyes closed, I would see a little girl in my third eye, and she'd be like pointing at me standing in front of his house on the sidewalk in a dress. And I never saw anything with my eyes closed while I was awake, so I was just like, what was that? And it happened like maybe 2 more times, and I had called someone to say, like, what is this? And they were like, ask her her name. So I closed my eyes and I asked her name, and I saw the name. And then after that, the name of that little girl would appear, like, while we were both at work. A little girl would try to play with him, and that just so happened to be her name, or same with me. Or lately people have been telling me, like, oh, I had a dream that you had another baby and it was a little girl. And or my friend will be at work and the name of the application, the child's name was the same name as that. So I'm just like, how come I didn't see my other 2 kids like this before they came? And, like, I don't know if it's just me and him are very powerful energy.
No, it's different. This is different. This is an angel, and this is someone watching over you. And it's someone also trying to get through to you, to give you information on to do something. And you have to take all the markers, like wherever you hear her name, take note. Wherever. Okay. I mean, whether it be in school, whether it be at work, whether it be whatever, she's trying to, it's like follow the signs. So she's trying, and it's a puzzle. And you've got to put the pieces of the puzzle together to find out what she wants. That's what it comes to, because she wants something, or she wants help, or, she wants you to help her somehow, some way. Sometimes when people pass on, or children or whatever, not children, but mostly when people pass on, a lot of people don't go to the light because they don't believe in the other side, or they don't believe in God. So they don't make it to the light. and they just kind of float around the earth. And then they try to get people that are psychic to help them. Like one of the weirdest things I've had happen, and I mean weird, I have proof of it. I was taking the news, and on the news, I mean local news, I got home, I watched the news, you know, and I hear my name, Dayle Schear. And I look up, and I have a tape of it. I taped it. And I'm going, wow. It was a mechanical voice, you know, like, what is this? You know, what? What do you want? You know, who is this? What? You know, so I learned to follow the signs. Wherever you hear that, her name. What's her name?
And that's not so much I hear it. It's more of someone will see it. Or my daughter, who's 9, dreamt of her and said, I saw my little sister and she had a different dad than me, but she was so cute and she came and laid on me and took a nap and it felt really nice. I'm like,
okay,
boy.
Let me ask you this. This is her sister. This is your child. Did she pass on?
I never had. I've only been with my 2 children. It was the only time I've ever been pregnant. I had an issue where I had tumors and I couldn't have kids, so the 2 times I was able to get pregnant were my 2 children that I have. I have a son and a daughter.
So this is like, and how old are you now?
Me?
Yeah.
I just turned 40 last month.
Okay. I don't know the answer to that. All I know is that child may appear 15 or 20 years from now from your daughter and be her child, and it may be your granddaughter. You don't know. I mean, it's just a matter you got to figure out what she wants. If she's trying to give you information, and the only way you can do that is by putting the pieces of the puzzle together. I always tell people look backwards, not forwards. I mean, when events start to occur that are weird or something unusual happens, trace it backwards.
Yeah,
and you'll find
just recently. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. She just points at me, and one time I was meditating, and I saw her, and I actually saw her face, and I just started crying, like without even controlling it. Once I actually saw her face,
it's just somebody watching over you, and for what reason you have to find out. That I can't tell you. You'll have to find that out for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for calling in, darling. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too.
That was very interesting. That was, and that's how I felt too. It's like that something, it's an entity, but is it in her future? Is her future going to hold something that has to do with a ghost in it? I mean, it's just kind of, it is spooky, but when you explain it to her, then it's not as spooky, you know? It's just like you have to learn to live with it. Yes,
and if you want it to go away, tell her to go away. I mean, you know, this is...
Yeah.
There's, and you can put a mirror up of this, you know, and just have them go away, you know?
I don't know about the mirror. You put a mirror up, and then what happens with that?
I don't know. I don't even know why I said that.
You're so funny.
I don't even know where that came from. I don't know.
That is hilarious. She's probably going to go do it, you know? I mean, you felt it came out. Like you're a vessel. You know, it came out for a reason.
You're the serious kick and I'm not, so I go, okay, whatever.
That's funny. Oh, gosh.
I mean, I don't try to, I analyze things when they occur. I mean, I have had so many incidences of things in my life that I don't question why anymore. Just, you know, if I look backwards and back in time, then I can figure out why it happened. You know, like, why did I have to move? Why did I have to move from one place to another? And it took a lot of pain and stress on me. And then all of a sudden I realized why I had to move because of certain incidences that occurred. So I always trace things backwards.
Yes, and trust in your own natural instincts, people, right? Because it's their gut instinct. You know, don't ignore it. Deal with it. But feel lucky that you see spirits. kind of lucky.
Who? I don't think I
think people should. Yes, that's what I meant, like visitation.
Like I just had one the other night, and my sister passed on. She passed on at 70, and my brother-in-law passed on, and he was like 90 or something. I don't know, but they both visited me yesterday, and that kind of scared me. Like, what are you doing here? What do you want? Like
don't take me with you.
Not yet. and it was just bothering me. It's just like he was in a suit and they both look so wonderful, and I'm going, what's going on? Why are they visiting me? Or why, and I don't know answers myself to that one. But I don't want to know. So let's move on. What else do we got?
Okay.
Yeah.
80.
Hi, caller. You're on with Dayle Schear. Welcome to Life After Happiness. What is your name and question?
Hi, this is Amala, and my question is,
question yet. Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Okay, Connecticut. Yep. All right. And
so, I have a specific question. I wrote a book last year, and I actually sent my book to a talk show host right before shutdown in the pandemic, so the beginning of March, and I know that she received it because about 20 days ago, maybe 25 days ago, I dreamed that I was on her show, and that's why I reached out to her. So that's my question is, do you feel or sense when I might be on her show?
Well, who is the she and what's the show?
What was that?
What's the name of the show you're trying to get on?
Oh, it's Ellen. It's the Ellen show.
Oh, Ellen show. Okay. What I do know, and I've written 5 books, I've done the same thing you have done. They're not allowed to read it because it's a legal thing. So I can't say that she read the book at all because of the fact that it's legally they're not allowed to. I've had books thrown back at me because they even say, we'd love to read it, but we can't. It's a legal thing.
Okay.
So do I see you on her show? Yeah, I could see you getting tickets to her show. What's the name of your book?
Right. I mean, it might take a while, but I definitely, I had an intuitive dream that I met her, a month ago.
Okay, well, I'm not doubting you won't go on her show, but, as far as her reading your book, they're not allowed to. They really aren't. They
that's fine. Whatever it is.
What is the name of your book, and what is it about?
What's it about? Okay, it's 12 stories. So basically it's a hybrid of a memoir and a self-help book. I am legally blind, and so that became the catalyst of me being a teacher and sharing my insights that I've gone through. Yes.
Well, it is possible that one of her assistants, because it's such an unusual topic, read it and maybe told her about it to a point where, hey, I read this book. They could do that. I read this book, and it's about a lady being legally blind and yada, 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 and very interesting, and how to touch and sense and feel things. That's an interesting topic in itself. I would also rewrite Ellen. They have a website, and say, I am legally blind, and I would love to be on your show. I have a lot to offer, and, I would like to teach a little bit, what it's like to be blind. And, so that's a topic that they would pick up. I would do it that way.
Yeah.
You're trying to get on that.
I actually wrote her when in the book I placed a handwritten letter because I still have partial vision. I explained I'm legally blind, not completely blind yet. So I actually said to her, and it's interesting because the pandemic just happened. Long story short, that I said I'd love to meet you in person while I could still see, and that's the truth. because I don't know when it's going to go. And I've lost a considerable amount of vision since last year alone. So.
What kind of disease is it, Katie? What kind of disease do you have?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
What kind of disease do you have that you're going blind?
Oh, that's a really good question. Long story short, it's a genetic disorder. Only 200 people in the world have what I have. And it's called gyrate atrophy. And its blindness occurs between the ages of 45 and 60.
I will give you a future projection. In the future, they're working on stuff where people can see.
Yes.
There's some sort of glasses or something, and you might have an opportunity to do that in the future where, to be able to utilize that in the future so you could see better.
Yes. Well, I mean, I definitely have faith in the angels and God. Honestly, it's like without that, I wouldn't be shining so brightly, and that's the incredible insight. By having no sight, I've gained so much insight, and I see clearly from my third eye. It's becoming more and more apparent in my life. Yes.
Yeah, you're feeling and you're seeing, and it opens up those other senses, So I can't tell you when. I can't tell you when, but I think the letters should keep going to her, and you should keep writing her, and with the hopes of one of her assistant will pick up something of what you want to project for a show, and I think that could be a very good possibility.
Yeah, and I do. And you know what? I'm a big dreamer, and I know my vision is so crystal clear. I want to keep on having the faith, because it's not even in people's hands; it's in God's hands. God's the bigger power. So I always connect with my angels and whoever's looking above me, and that's what makes things happen for sure. For sure.
That is true. So
yeah.
Ask your angels and say a prayer and keep doing it. And I wish you all the luck in the world. And when you do get on her, I'll watch you, okay?
God bless you. Thank you so very much. Thank you all. Thank you.
I needed that. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Yes.
Boy, we're
Amelie,
getting some
and
wildly,
she's awesome.
I know, we're getting some wildly good people today. This is like crazy. This is wonderful.
With really
hey, Johnny,
cheerful energy.
Johnny, Barbara, you want to talk about your new Roku show a little bit and how good it is and what you're doing with it?
Sure.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Yes, it's funny that you should ask. We talked about a lot of ideas before the show, about things that we're going to do, and I like the idea that education is universal. It's something that has kind of universal feel to it, and so we're going to make it so that, like, for example, you're going to be interviewed yourself, Dayle, and we're going to be having lots of people on, and I think it's going to expand the community, which would be great. But
you need to tell people how to access it, Barb.
Okay.
Tell them how to access
it.
It
is Life After Happiness Learn, and what you do is you search for it, and you'll be able to find it by searching in Life After Happiness Learn.
Yes, search if you have a Roku TV, which everybody in the world should get because I own stock in it.
I know. I'm getting mine tomorrow. I'm picking mine up tomorrow, 55-inch.
55-inch? Whoopee!
Yeah.
Where you getting that?
It will be waiting at Walmart in Huntington Beach or Costa Mesa. Yeah.
If you need help, I can teach you. I've had Roku for 20 years, so if you want Netflix or they have like 145 channels or more, and then the ones you want.
I have the Express in Priscilla's room. My TV broke down in the living room, so I am getting one that is already built in. I have the little Express box for the outside, but I've been enjoying Roku. I love it. I'm watching my own self on our own TV channel, Life After Happiness Learn, which is fun. Right? Johnny
I finally got Johnny to get a TV. I just had to pull his hair out. So he got one, so I'm all excited.
But I think what's great is what's going to be great is when people start wanting to help out by going on it. That's really great. I'm sure, Dayle, you know people that would want to help us out by going on it. I mean, it's. Yes. I like the idea that we're all helping each other out by doing this, and it's really great.
How about we are helping them out too? I mean, we're giving them an opportunity to come on a TV channel and talk about whatever they want, and that we agree upon, obviously, that we're going to learn from, and we are going to have Dayle come on and teach us something.
Yeah, and I want Barbara to interview me on that one when we do that. I'm all ready.
Oh, of course.
And it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
So fun.
Okay.
And we're going to be able to see your smiling face.
Yes.
Thank you.
Judge Judy.
Barbara calls me Judge Judy. I don't know why he calls me Judge Judy. But anyway,
I don't know. He's funny.
Would you rather hear
Okay.
Oh, no. He thinks I'm Judge Judy. I don't know. Anyway, who's the next caller, Johnny?
Next caller is 267. You're on the air.
Hi, caller. You're live with Psychic Dayle Schear. Welcome to the show.
Hello, my name is Donna. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Donna from Pennsylvania. How you doing?
Hi. Good, fine, thank you. I wanted to ask you, do you see happy, healthy relationship anytime soon?
Boy, this is a day of relationships. Beside one book, this is a day of relationships. And my question to the world is, how the heck do you find anybody during a coronavirus? If I was, it'd be very hard, I would think. But are you on any of the dating sites?
I went on, but I didn't really pursue it. I have in my inbox, to go further to pay to I have so many, but I haven't went on there. I was in a relationship, and I told him just the other day that I can't see him once a month. He can't just come around and then go and me not talk to him for 3 weeks, and then him decide to call. And he talked to me today like it was nothing, and I made it clear in a roundabout way we're not seeing each other until he can treat me right, or
Well, you did all the right things. You called him. You called him on all his dramas. So you did the right thing. And don't be stupid and let him back in again. I mean, move on, upward and on. It'll take a little while. You meet someone else, it'll be fine. But, I mean, just don't keep going back. Once the door is closed, it's closed.
Right.
So that's where I see it. And I do see several men that you will be involved with, and in the future, a near future of 6 to 9 months. And I just see that you'll have your pick of the litter, I'd want to say.
Oh, okay. Do you think...
You're very pretty. You have a lot to offer. You're a good person. And Pennsylvania is kind of, I grew up in Jersey, so in Pennsylvania, Jersey, it's kind of easy to meet people, but nowadays, I don't know. I just was, I keep my TV down while I'm talking, but I just saw the headlines, and it says Europe is back to business, and Paris, France is open, and everybody's having a good time in Europe, and hopefully we'll get to that point. And if it gets to that point, then we can start meeting people all over again.
Right. I hope so.
Well, I know so. It's so wonderful to talk to these people. What type of work do you do?
What type of work? I do housekeeping in a hospital, but right now I'm on a leave of absence. I needed some time, so.
Boy, that's a rough one, honey. That's a rough one. But,
yes.
I hope you're getting paid very well for that. But, it's all good. It's all good. You'll meet someone, not to worry, and it's all going to be the way you want it to be. So just hang in there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you for calling. Yeah.
Barbara, I was reading your mind going, so when am I going to meet somebody? No.
I know, but crazy things do happen, and people meet under extraordinary circumstances.
Oh, yes,
they do.
I believe. I believe there's someone for everyone. I truly believe
Me too. What about if they're a serial murderer?
What are you talking about?
Well, I just thought of that because everyone. I watched that Jeffrey Dahmer movie last night, which was very good, I thought, by the way. And I know the young male actor who played him because I saw him on this Disney Channel I used to watch with Priscilla all the time. I loved him. Something about, Austin and Allie, right? Yeah. Okay, this boy played that Austin in this Disney series. And so I'm like, oh, my gosh, he looks so much like Jeffrey Dahmer. So I was just thinking when you said that, it just popped in my mind. What about them? I mean, that's true for them, too. A lot of people go commit a crime, go to prison, and then they still find love and get married. Many do.
Well, that's true. But let me say this much. The Jeffrey Dahmers of the world are few and far between. When was the last time you heard of a serial killer?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Just recently of the one that got caught, but I don't know. I think there's tons of them out there. Actually, there's really a lot of them. We don't really realize there's a lot out there.
Barbara, if you manifest it, it will come into being. If you start thinking about it very heavily, it will come into being. So take that and go watch some really funny, nice.
Thank you, Dayle. I know, because I do have the dark side's like, oh, I want something deep and dramatic and scary, but I need to lighten it up. I need to have a balance, don't I?
Watch Jersey Girl with, what is it, Jamie Bullock or something.
Okay.
But, watch
hold
happiness.
on.
Watch fun. When we watch all these terrible, evil things, we manifest it in general. It's not a good thing to do.
I thought it was educational, actually. It was very educational, actually, because there was no murder. It was all about his being an adolescent in high school, his time at school, his time at home, and you could see how it all evolved and created. And it actually was a learning experience to realize, wow, hey, people,
no, that's true.
Give your children attention and love. He slipped out because of the way he was raised, and then he was a little haywire anyway. So those two combination together really was bad. But if you took out the abuse or the neglect, maybe he would never have turned into a serial killer. That's what I thought after watching it on Roku. I found it on Roku.
That's true, but I have worked on murder cases. That's how I started, and I worked on many of them. And what I have found out why people do what they do is they were abandoned as children. They were abandoned. Abandonment. That's a key word.
Right.
And just try not to do that. I don't even want to go there. Anyway, I just want to be more on the upper scale. So, Johnny, do we have any more?
Yes, we do. 919.
Okay.
Oh, good. 919. Hi, you're on with Psychic Dayle Schear. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. My name is Kay, and I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia now.
Oh, my goodness. Hi. Is it your state that's being shut down completely, or is it Alabama? I saw it on TV, and I can't remember.
Well, we are going back to stage one. because our mayor here in Atlanta, actually, who was not supportive of opening too soon, but she has COVID now.
Oh no.
Yeah, the governor made some decisions a little early on. We were one of the states that opened up first.
Mhm. And so,
not always
are you shut down? Are you allowed to go out, or because I saw one of the states that wasn't?
Well, we are going back to phase 1, so they're going to require that we actually stay quarantined now.
That's what I thought it was, Atlanta. Gosh. How's the mayor doing? Is she doing all right?
She's doing well. She is doing well.
Okay, that's
yeah.
Well, we have a lot of learning lessons. I mean, for me to sit here and watch all of Europe playing, having fun, no coronavirus, and then we have it. What are we doing wrong? You know, you have to shut down for a while to just. I don't know the answer. You know, but
there's so many people here that I'm sorry. I was going to say there's so many people here that are so concerned about their rights being violated by having to wear my mask and stay in, and it's like, oh boy, okay.
Well, you know, people don't understand. The thing about the mask is, it's not that, you wear it, but you're protecting another person.
Exactly.
And you're protecting your grandma, your mom, your dad, by wearing it, because other people that don't wear masks, they can cough, and at least you'll be okay, but they won't. So that's why you have to wear the mask. It's that simple.
Yeah.
And it's inconvenient, and it's not forever, but hopefully. And you know,
it's
that's
crazy.
Or nobody will get married. Nobody will know what you look like. So it's not forever. And it'll
I totally agree.
Just gotta do it. Be creative with the mask. I think that's the fun thing part of it. Is be creative.
Yeah.
You know,
it's interesting here. That's all I can say.
Tell me more. Tell me more before you ask your question. I want to know.
It's interesting that the powers that be. It's just like with our head government. If we're not pushed or someone makes light of a situation, those minds that follow that will agree with it. So it's not uncommon here. I've actually had people tell me, like I've gone to a grocery store, and they were like, well, I don't have anything, so I don't have to wear a mask. And I'm thinking, well, you don't know if I do. You don't know if I do.
Yeah, you could be asymptomatic. That's what people don't know.
True.
Asymptomatic means you have the disease, and you just you exhibit it to other people, but you don't get it. And people don't realize by wearing the mask can help, you know, from asymptomatic people. You know, and there are a lot of those.
I heard a man tell his son, he was inquiring about it, and he said, oh, you don't have to worry about it. Only people in their 80s get it. And I thought, okay, you're crippling another generation with that foolishness, but okay.
Okay, well, whatever. It's just, you know, I listen to the TV and they go, oh, don't worry about it. It's 99%.
I know. I do.
Come on. Come on. I mean, you know.
I know.
You got all these thousands of people dying, but, you know, it's just the flu. You know, anyway. Everybody should take a course and watch the 2018 pandemic.
Yes, that series, that movie or documentary.
Yes, the documentary.
Yes.
If you watch that, you'll see how they solved the problem, how many people really died, what it's all about, and it's, you know, really scary, and I hope it never gets to that level. But anyway, how can I help you?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, my question, I'll make it simple. Do you see me moving in the next maybe 5 months or so? Changing residence?
Where do you want to move? If I were you when I was living in Atlanta under these conditions, I'd be packing my bag anyway.
No, well, there's not really too many places to go. But moving from where I'm living to moving with my partner.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I do see you moving there, and I see it becoming a much closer relationship. And there are places though, by the way. There is, well, Europe don't want us, but you have Aruba.
No, they don't want us.
Can't blame them. You know?
But I have a best friend in Canada, and she's asked me to not come and visit her and my goddaughter.
Oh my goodness! I know. I've called friends up. I said, "Oh, can I come over?" You know, really good friends. I say, "Can I come over and we talk?" Oh no, I'm social distancing. I'm going, God. We have to make imaginary friends on Facebook or whatever. You know, it's just, you know, if you want companionship, it's rough. It's rough.
It's rough.
It
really is. So.
And Barbara, do you have anything to add to this?
Oh. No, I am enjoying it. I am just enjoying listening to you guys.
I am too. This is so wonderful. I'm loving listening and people calling in, and it's amazing because we're all one. So somebody might call in, and it's pretty much somewhat like what I'm feeling. I'm like, okay, maybe my energy is going through the phone, but I'm loving this.
Yes.
So thank you so much for this.
Yes, I'm glad you love this show.
Yeah. No, I've listened, but I've never spoken to you. I try to get in, and sometimes I don't even try to get in queue, but I just want to listen because, again, I believe there may be someone else's energy similar as mine, and there could be a message that I need to hear, I need to listen to, I need to connect with. So,
boy, you are right on. You're spot on. You're spot on.
Roku? Do you have
no,
Roku?
But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it because I was listening to you guys. I'm thinking, okay, I got to figure out how to get this.
You got to get Roku. I'm telling you, that. I bought it 20 years ago, or 10 years, 15 years ago, and I tell you, I've never been happier in my whole life. You get so many channels, get a lot of free channels. There's a lot to see, a lot to do on it. What I like, and Barb, did you ever download the News On, NEWS News On?
I have not done that yet.
Please look at News On. You can get news in any state in the United States, real news.
Oh, wow.
And they give the whole half-hour news program. I mean, you know, like I want to look at Hawaii, so I go to Hawaii. You know, it's very simple to work. You go to News On, and you go up to the top, and you go to stations, and then go down, and then you pick the state you want to watch the news on.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to have to get this. I'm going to get this.
I look at Hawaii a lot because I spend a lot of time there, and to see what's going on in Hawaii. I look at Vegas to see what's going on there because I'm in Nevada. So I look all over the place, and it's really good.
Okay. I'm going to definitely do that. Thanks. That's a good tip.
And I'm going to look into Roku, so thank you.
Yeah, you can get it at Walmart real cheap, the Roku TVs, you know, whatever. Or just a plain old Roku, you know?
Okay, excellent. Thank you. I'll look on Amazon. Okay, but thank you so much for your time. Blessings to you all.
Thank you for calling, darling. We hope we put a little brightness in your day.
You did. Now, can I listen on, or do I have to drop off?
Yes.
That's fine. You can listen on. We'll just listen on.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Okay, Johnny, do we have another one?
Yeah, I think we have time for one more because we have about 6 minutes. So, do you want to make this one be the last one?
It's up to you.
Is that okay, Barbara?
Yes, that is just fine.
Yes, go ahead.
Our last caller is going to be 914.
Hi, caller. You're our lucky last caller. You're on with Dayle Schear. How are you tonight?
Oh, my goodness. What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't ring a bell. Was that you? I heard like a bell. Was that like the lucky yay last call?
No.
I
didn't even hear a bell.
Oh wow!
I heard like some feedback, but no bell.
I don't know what that was. I can't explain. Anyway, what's your name? Well, where are you from?
I'm Katie, and I'm from New York.
Okay, what part of New York, honey?
Upstate-ish. Like about an hour away from the city? Up north?
Okay. Yeah, like near Rockwell Country or Long Island or Herkimer, where?
No, Hudson Valley.
I don't know that
like
one.
Tarrytown. Yeah.
How can I help you?
I have work on my mind. I was wondering if you see me pairing up with Willie or Cassandra, please, if either one of those or maybe even both would be good work partners.
Cassandra. Cassandra is the one I pick up.
Ah. Okay.
But I don't know. What type of work do you do?
I do artistic projects.
Okay. I pick up Cassandra. Actually, you can work with both.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
You really could work with both. I mean, but I feel Cassandra's a stronger one, but I see you working with both. And you have a really good artistic ability. Can we see any of your work on the internet?
Not yet. That's what I'm working on, getting out there with them.
Okay, you need to upload some of your paintings up there and put it on eBay or whatever.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
that's what I'm working on with Richard. He's an artist, so we're uploading his work. So that's what we're doing right now. So it's all good.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
And in the future, I see you writing a book, so you'll be fine.
Oh, I've always wanted to do that too, yes.
So that's just something you'll do. And I also see a children's book. So I don't know why, but I see a children's book.
Oh, I love children.
Okay. So you have a nice day now.
Thank you. Blessings to all of you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, everybody's so sweet today. I can't believe it.
Very sweet. It was in the universe because you did want some good energy. You wanted a show like that, and you got it, Dayle.
I wanted that. But you make my show too, Barbara, because you're full of goodness and kindness and sweetness, so you're all good too. But it's nice to know, as I'm talking to you, like I have the TV on mute, but I'm seeing the crawl, and Europe is Paris and a lot of other places in Europe are pretty much getting free of it. So that's a good thought, that maybe hopefully we'll come around to it here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
I'm right here.
What happened to
I'm
Barb?
here too. I'm here.
Do you have any closing words, Barb?
Any closing
I didn't even give my phone number out.
Right.
Okay,
do that right now. That'd be great. Thank you, Dayle.
Okay. If you want a private consultation with me, you may. It's call me at 808-372-1816, 808-372-1816. And I also have a website, Dayle, Dayle, Schear, SCHEAR.com. So that's what I got to say about that.
That's awesome, Dayle. And you're also on Facebook, which is really fun to follow you there. And so are we.
Yeah, I don't go on Facebook that much. I mean, Johnny, when you write me on Facebook, I find it like 2 weeks later. There's something, because I have so much, I got so much artistic things, and I go swimming, and I do a lot of things. So I don't get a chance to go on Facebook that much.
Good. You're out busy really living life. That's great.
Well,
okay, good.
I hope so.
But you know what? Yeah. And you have that great website. People can read more about you and book you for their private sessions because there's not enough time here. But they get a good taste of something, and that was fun. I always love our Fridays with you, Dayle. So thank you very much, and thank you, callers, for all your great questions, and we hope to hear from you again.
I want to thank New York very much for calling in and giving me a lot of support. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we love the Big Apple.
All right.
Thank you, New Yorkers. Awesome. And stop by our Roku channel, too. Life, Laughter, Happiness, Learn. Thanks, Johnny, for everything. Yeah.
All
Thanks,
right.
Johnny. Thanks, Dale. Have a great night,
Thank
everybody.
You, thank you, Johnny.
Good night, Barbara.
Aloha.
Good night, Dale.
Good night.
Good night.